हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल स्टडी विथ पीके क्यू एंड ए में आपका स्वागत है। और आज हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे टेस्ट 20 विजन आईएएस का फुल लेंथ। ओके, सो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं आज का टेस्ट। पहला है, अरेंज द फॉलोइंग प्रोजेक्ट्स इन देयर क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर। ओके, सेलेक्ट द करेक्ट यूजिंग द कोड। ओके, सो क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर में कौन सा पहले ये हुआ है, सो ये क्वेश्चन। ओके, सो फर्स्ट इज प्रोजेक्ट टाइगर कब आया था? 1973 में। प्रोजेक्ट एलिफेंट कब आया था? तो 1992 में। एंड इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट प्रोजेक्ट हंगूल, ये कब आया था? 1970 में। ओके, सो फर्स्ट अगर हम बात करते हैं तो इसका आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? 3, 1 एंड 2, which is option number C is the correct answer for this question. Okay, and if you're talking about the project tiger, it's a centrally sponsored schemes under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. And next one is project elephant. It is also comes under the central, it's also a centrally sponsored schemes and comes under the Ministry of Forest and Climate Change. And if you're talking about the Hangul, which is started by Jammu and Kashmir government with the help of World Wildlife Fund WWF। किसके हेल्प से? तो WWF के हेल्प से स्टार्ट किया था। एंड कि हंगोल को और किस नाम से जाना जाता है? तो कश्मीर स्टैग भी बोला जाता है। हंगोल को और क्या बोला जाता है? तो कश्मीर स्टैग भी बोला जाता है। ओके, सो लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, विच इज कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट। सो फर्स्ट इज, और यहाँ क्या पूछा है? करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट। ओके, सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज ब्लैक कार्बन इज प्रोड्यूस्ड फ्रॉम इनकम्प्लीट कंबशन ऑफ फॉसिल फ्यूल। इज इट ट्रू? यस, इट्स अ करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट। नेक्स्ट इज brown carbon is released from the combustion of organic matter. Is it true? Yes, it's also correct. Next is, unlike black carbon, the absorption efficiency of brown carbon is highly variable. Yes, it's also correct. So answer for this question is option number D, all three, which is 1 and 2 and 3, all are correct. Okay, let's come to the next question. And if we're talking about the black carbon, the absorption efficiency of brown carbon is highly variable depending on its sources, that is forest fire, agriculture burning, or residential cooking, and burning condition, flaming versus smoldering. Okay, so answer is option number D. Let's come to the next question, which is and there is also asking about the correct statement. So first is with reference, question is with reference to plastic overshoot day, consider the following statement. Okay, so first statement is it marks the point when the amount of plastic waste exceeds the world's capacity to manage its, resulting in the environmental pollution. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is it is issued by the World Health Organization. Is it true? No, it's not a correct statement because it's issued by the Earth Action. Okay, Earth Action, which is a non-profit organization which is based on the Netherlands. Okay, so answer is option number A, only one is correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following industries. First is jewelry industry, electronics industry, papers and pulp industry, and sugar industry. How many of the industries given above are footloose industries? Which means footloose industry होता क्या है? For example, जिसको जो कि रॉ मटेरियल की अवेलेबिलिटी पे किसी एरिया पे डिपेंडेंट नहीं है, लाइक शुगर केन। अगर हम शुगर केन की बात करते हैं तो वो पल्प फूड लूज इंडस्ट्री नहीं है, क्योंकि वो डिपेंड होता है कि शुगर जहाँ पे प्रोडक्शन शुगर का शुगर नहीं, शुगर केन का जहाँ प्रोडक्शन ज़्यादा होगा उसी एरिया में उसके फैक्ट्रीज लगेंगे। ओके, बट इफ़ आर टॉकिंग अबाउट फूड लूज, ये किसी पे डिपेंडेंट नहीं होता है, चाहे रॉ मटेरियल हो या फिर labors or yeah anything else. Okay, so if you're talking about this one, footloose industry, which is a jewelry industry and electronics industry, and if you're talking about the third and fourth statement, which is a paper and pulp industry and sugar cane, it's a not non food loose industries. Okay, non food loose industries. Okay, so answer for this question is option number B, only 2 is the correct answer for this question. Okay, and if we're talking about the industry dependent on natural resources for the need significant water supply, make it's geographically tight, which is paper and pulp industry and sugar cane, ये सारे इसके अंदर आ जाएंगे. Okay, so next is consider the following statements refers to igneous rocks. Okay, और रॉक्स कितने टाइप के होते हैं? तो रॉक्स हमारे 3 टाइप के होते हैं. फर्स्ट इज igneous rock, देन आ जाएगा sedimentary rock, and another one is metamorphic rock. Okay, metamorphic rock. igneous rock प्राइमरी रॉक भी कहलाता है, एंड ये वोल्केनिक इरप्शन से जो सोलिडिफाई होकर बनता है, दिस इज कॉल्ड igneous. एंड sedimentary rock which is deposited under the surface of the earth and उसके वजह से बनता है. और मेटामॉर्फिक हाई टेम्परेचर और प्रेशर में जब सेडिमेंट्री रॉक आ जाता है तो वो मेटामॉर्फिक रॉक में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है. ओके, सो दिस इज फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज about the igneous rock. Plutonic rocks are formed from the magma that cool beneath the earth's surface, while volcanic rocks are formed from lava that cools at the near the surface of the earth. Yes, it's a correct statement. Or plutonic rock is also called intrusive rock. Okay, intrusive rock. And volcanic rock is also called extrusive rock. Okay, extrusive rock. So first statement is correct. Next is plutonic rocks, which is intrusive rock, typically have large crystal, while volcanic rocks have a small or no crystal. Yes, it's also correct, because plutonic rocks, which is called intrusive rock, which is solidify under the अर्थ सरफेस, जो कि बहुत स्लोली वो सॉलिडिफाई होता है, जिसकी वजह से उसका क्रिस्टल वो लार्ज होता है. ओके, बट इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द वॉल्केनिक रॉक्स विच इज़ कॉल्ड एक्सट्रूसिव रॉक, जो कि अर्थ सरफेस के ऊपर होता है, सॉलिडिफाई होता है, वो क्विकली सॉलिडिफाई हो जाता है, तो उसको क्रिस्टलाइज फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट होने का टाइम भी नहीं मिलता. ओके, सो इसलिए वो उसका जो क्रिस्टल होता है, कभी तो होता है या तो बहुत स्मॉल अमाउंट में होगा या फिर नहीं भी होगा. ओके, सो आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन नंबर सी, बोथ 1 and 2 इज द करेक्ट आंसर. ओके, let's come to, and if you're talking about the examples, like if you're talking about the igneous rocks, उसका example कौन कौन सा हो जाएगा? So igneous rocks example is granite and gabbro. Okay, granite and gabbro is the example of igneous rock. And if you're talking about the sedimentary rocks example, which is limestone, and if you're talking about the sedimentary rock, there is present found what, it's a fossil fuel. Okay, सेडिमेंट्री रॉक में हमें फॉसिल फ्यूल भी मिलता है. ओके, जब सेडिमेंट्स डिपॉजिट होता है एक जगह से दूसरे जगह पे जाके, तो एट दैट टाइम सम एनिमल्स लाइक लीव्स एंड एनीथिंग विच इज़ डिपॉजिटेड विथ देम, सो वही फॉसिल में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है. ओके, सो सेडिमेंट्री रॉक हो गया. एंड इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द मेटामॉर्फिक रॉक, दिस इज फॉर एग्जाम्पल लाइक मार्बल, जो कि लाइमस्टोन कन्वर्ट हो जाता है मेटामॉर्फिक रॉक में, तो मार्बल बनाता है. एंड अनदर वन इज शेस्ट. ओके, So let's come to the next question, which is with reference to the global distribution of critical minerals. So consider the following statement, and there is asking about not correct statement. Okay, first is Argentina produces two-thirds of the world's platinum. No, it's not a correct statement because it's a South Africa which produce 70% of the world's platinum. Okay, so first statement is incorrect. Next is Indonesia produces half of all the world's nickel. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. And if you're talking about the how many percent, so 51% of the reserves produces 51%. And if you're talking about the reserves, so it is 42%. Okay, so first statement is incorrect and second is correct. So answer for this question is option number A is the correct answer for this question. And even talking about this some other elements like कॉपर. कॉपर की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो उसमें लीडिंग प्रोड्यूसर कौन सा एक्सपोर्टर हो जाएगा? चिली. ओके, एंड इफ इट्स टॉकिंग अबाउट द चिली एंड सो एक टर्म है लिथियम ट्रायंगल. ओके, लिथियम ट्रायंगल. लिथियम ट्रायंगल जो है वो किस किस कंट्री के बीच है? तीन कंट्री है विच इज चिली, अर्जेंटीना एंड बोलिविया. ओके, ये लिथियम ट्रायंगल है. So answer is option number B. Sorry, option number A is the correct answer. Let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements. Land use pattern of India. Okay, land use pattern of India. So first is the net shown area in India is more than 150 million hectare. Is it true? No, it's not a correct statement because it's a less than 150 million. And if you're talking about the exact one, which is 146.705 million. Okay, so first statement is incorrect. Next is canal are the largest source of irrigation in India. No, it's not canal, it's tube well. Okay, tube well. Okay, so second statement is also incorrect. Next is the total cropped area in the country is more than 200 million hectare. Yes, it's a correct statement. So answer for this question is option number C. Only 3 is the correct answer. Let's come to the next question, which is consider the following rivers, which is Narmada, Tapi, Mahi, Sabarmati. How many of the rivers क्रॉस्ड बाय द ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर? तो ये चारों में से कौन सा रिवर टॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर को क्रॉस करता है? सो फर्स्ट इज नर्मदा. नो, इट्स नॉट अ करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. तापी, इज इट ट्रू? नो, इट्स नॉट करेक्ट. सो Mahi and Sabarmati. So answer for this question is option number B. Only 2 is the correct. Okay, and if we are talking about the another rivers which crosses the Tropic of Cancer, which is Luni river, and another one is Damodar. Okay, next one is Son river, and another one is Baraka river, and next one is Manas. ओके, ये सारे रिवर्स जो है वो क्रॉस करते हैं ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर के इंडिया में. ओके, सो एंड इफ आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर, इट लाइज बिटवीन, ये कहाँ पे ये करता है? तो 23.5 डिग्री नॉर्थ लैटिट्यूड में. और ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर इंडिया के कौन कौन से स्टेट से होके पास करता है? सो विच इज़ 8 स्टेट बेसिकली, विच इज़ फर्स्ट इज़ गुजरात, राजस्थान, मध्य प्रदेश, देन छत्तीसगढ़, देन झारखंड, नेक्स्ट वन इज़ त्रिपुरा एंड मिज़ोरम. ये ओके, ये सारे स्टेट्स हैं इंडिया से क्रॉस करता है, वो भी इंडिया के बीचों बीच से. ओके, सो आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर बी. लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, विच इज़ कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग माउंटेन पासेस, विच इज़ हाउ मेनी ऑफ द अबव passes are located in the Indian state which is in Himachal Pradesh. कौन कौन सा पास लाई करता है? ओके, so सिपकिला, is it true? No. Yes, Sapkila is lie in the Himachal Pradesh, and another one is Nathula. No, it's not in Himachal Pradesh, it's in Sikkim, and another one is Banihal Pass, which is in Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, so or if you're talking about the Banihal Pass, it lies on the Pir Panjal range and connects करता है किसको, जम्मू with कश्मीर को, sorry, कश्मीर with जम्मू को. Okay, so answer is option number A, only one is correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements regarding the Nor'westers, okay, Nor'westers, which is also called Kal Baisakhi, okay, Kal Baisakhi. So, in Bengal, और क्या पे बोला जाता है, बंगाल. So, first statement is they are severe evening thunderstorm. They are severe evening thunderstorms accompanied by the winds affected eastern India during summer. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is they positively influence agriculture by the providing relief from the heat benefiting pre-kharif's crop like jute and paddy. Yes, it's also correct. So answer for this question is option number C. Both are correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements about the energy sector in India. Okay, so first is India's total electricity generation capacity is more than 500 gigawatt. Is it true? No, it's not more than, it's less than. Okay, less than 500 gigawatt. And if you're talking about the exact one, which is 452.6%. Okay, 452.6. Okay, 69 इतना गीगावाट है. ओके, सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट. नेक्स्ट इज इंस्टॉल्ड सोलर energy, sorry, installed solar electricity generator capacity is less than 100 gigawatt. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. And if you are talking about the exact one, which is 92.12 gigawatt. Okay, so second statement is correct. Next is Rajasthan has the largest installed renewable energy generation capacity in the country. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. And if you are talking about the exact one, which is 29.98 gigawatt. Okay, so statement third is also correct. So answer for this question is option number C. 2 and 3 is the correct answer for this question. Let's come to the next question, which is recently the Ecomark Rule 2024 has been notified. In the context, consider the following statements. So first is Ecomark labeling system promotes eco-friendly product in categories such as food, cosmetic and electronics. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is manufacturers must apply to Ecomark certification through the Bureau of Indian Standard. Is it true? No, it's not by the Bureau of Indian Standard. It's by the CPCB, which means Central Pollution Control Board. Okay, Central Pollution Control Board of India के द्वारा ये किया जाता है. So statement second is incorrect. Next is the Ecomark certification process is managed by the Ministry of Consumer Affairs and Food and Public Distribution. No, it's not, also incorrect, because ये किसके द्वारा किया जाता है? So ये किया जाता है Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Okay, so इसके द्वारा किया जाता है. So statement third is also incorrect. और यहाँ पे correct statement पूछा है. So option number A is the correct answer for this question. Let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements, which is copper, gold, ilmenite are found in the Dharwar rock formation. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is the Gondwana rock system. The Gondwana rock system is a source of almost all coal found in India. It's also correct. Next is the Kudappa system is a source of highest quality of iron ore found in India. No, it's not a correct statement, because if you're talking about the Kudappa system, statement third is incorrect, because the प्राइमरी रॉक्स ऑफ कुडप्पा सिस्टम, अगर हम कुडप्पा सिस्टम रॉक की बात करते हैं तो कौन से हो जाएंगे? सो सैंडस्टोन, सेल्स, लाइमस्टोन, क्वार्ट्जाइट, स्लेट, inferior quality of iron ore, asbestos, copper, nickel, cobalt, etc. Okay, and if we are talking about the iron ore found in India, its high quality iron ore deposit in India is primarily found in कहाँ पे? Precambrian rock में पाया जाता है of the Dharwar, okay, Dharwar and Singhbhum cratons, okay, Dharwar and Singhbhum cratons, okay. And if we're talking about the Gondwana rock system, इसमें Deccan part of Nagpur, Kutch Kathwar, Western Rajasthan, Chennai, Cuttack, विजयवाड़ा, राजमुंड्री, ये सब में मिलता है, ओके। सो और अगर हम बात करते हैं ओल्डेस्ट रॉक ऑफ इंडिया विच इज़ कॉल्ड धारवाड़, धारवाड़ को ही ओल्डेस्ट रॉक ऑफ इंडिया भी बोलते हैं, ओके। सो आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन नंबर बी, ओनली 2 इज द करेक्ट आंसर। लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन विच इज कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स रिगार्डिंग द सारस क्रेन, ओके। सो फर्स्ट इज it is the smallest flying bird in India. Is it true? Yes. Next is it is the state bird of UP. Correct. Next is IUCN vulnerable according to the IUCN list. Yes, it's also correct. So answer for this question is option number C. All three is the correct answer. Let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements about the Madden-Julian oscillation. Okay. So first is it is a planetary scale equatorial traveling pattern of anomalous rainfall. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is a Madden-Julian oscillation traveling over the Pacific Ocean positively affect the Indian Ocean. Is it true? No, it's not a correct statement, because if we're talking about the Pacific Ocean, it's negatively affect the Indian Ocean, okay. And if we are talking about the Indian Ocean में मैडन ओशन जोल्यूशन आता है तो वो पॉजिटिव इफेक्ट होता है, बट अगर पैसिफिक ओशन में तो वो नेगेटिव होता है इंडियन मानसून के लिए, बट अगर इंडियन ओशन में ही हो तो वो पॉजिटिव होता है इंडिया के लिए, ओके। सो आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन ऑप्शन नंबर ए, ओनली 1 इज करेक्ट, ओके। लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन विच इज with respect to hypersonic missile, consider the following statements. So first statement is hypersonic, और यहाँ पे क्या पूछा? Correct statement. First statement is hypersonic missile are advanced weapon capable of speed greater than 5 Mach. Yes, it's a correct statement, okay. And if you're talking about the 5 Mach, which means the 5 times the speed of sound, okay, 5 times speed of sounds. Okay, so first statement is correct. Next is these missiles follow a fixed trajectory throughout their flight. No, it's not a fixed trajectory, okay. So second statement is incorrect. And अगर हम बात करते हैं fixed की तो वो किसका होता है? बैलिस्टिक मिसाइल का होता है, okay. So second statement is incorrect. Next is till date only US and Russia have the hypersonic missile capabilities. No, it's not a correct statement, because Russia US के साथ साथ चाइना एंड इंडिया के पास भी है, ओके। इंडिया 4th कंट्री बना है, ओके। एंड इफ़ यू टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस वन, तो ये जो इंडिया बना है वो अभी रिसेंटली इसको सक्सेसफुली कंडक्ट किया है फर्स्ट फ्लाइट टेस्ट ऑन अ लॉन्ग रेंज हाइपरसोनिक मिसाइल, और किसके द्वारा किया गया है? तो ये किया है DRDO, ओके, DRDO, डिफेंस रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, ओके। सो आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज option number A, only 1 is the correct. Let's come to the next question, which is Lux Zeppelin LZ experiment and the Eclipse mission sometimes mentioned in the news related to discovery of dark matters, okay. So first statement, option number A is the correct answer for this question. And if you are talking about the Euclid mission, it's European Space Agency's mission, okay. European Space Agency's mission, and if you're talking Luxon Zeppelin LZ experiment, it's a USA mission. Okay, so answer for this question is option number A. Let's come to the next question, which is consider the following information: dance form, tribes, and origin countries. Okay, so first statement is हक्का मौरी इन न्यूजीलैंड, यस इट्स अ करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट। और ये भी न्यूज़ में इसीलिए था क्योंकि न्यूजीलैंड के पार्लियामेंट में जो एक सांसद थी, उन्होंने इसका विरोध करते हुए किसी फॉर्म का ये डांस फॉर्म वहाँ पे की थी। ओके, सो नेक्स्ट इज अदुमु मसाई साउथ सूडान, इज इट ट्रू? नो, इट्स नॉट अ करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट बिकॉज अदुम मुसाई ये मुसाई ट्राइब के द्वारा किया जाता है डांस फॉर्म, बट ये कहाँ पे लोकेटेड है? तो तंजानिया एंड केनिया में। ओके, केनिया में। So statement second is incorrect. Next is eagle dance, Pueblo, Azerbaijan. No, it's not in Azerbaijan. It's in USA by the Indian origins. Okay. So statement third is also incorrect. So answer for this question is option number A. Only one is correct. Okay. Let's come to the next question, which is India is vulnerable to various kinds of disasters, especially earthquake, due to tectonically active Indian plates. For better preparedness and efficiency management of earthquake hazards, Indian geographical regions has been divided into various seismic zones. In this context, which of the following pairs is correctly matched? Okay, फर्स्ट इज गुवाहाटी 5 सिस्मिक जोन में करेक्ट, दिल्ली 4th में एंड गोवा 3rd में। यस, इट्स ऑल आर करेक्टली मैच। सो आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर डी, ऑल 3 आर करेक्टली मैच। और अगर हम बात करते हैं तो इसमें कितना, तो ब्यूरो ऑफ इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड के द्वारा 4 सिस्मिक जोन जो है डिक्लेयर किया गया है। जोन 2nd, 3rd, 4th एंड 5th वन। ओके, एंड जिसमें कि 5th वन को क्या बोला जाता है? मोस्ट सिस्मिकली एक्टिव रीजन। एंड इफ आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द सेकेंड वन, इट इज़ अ लीस्ट सिस्मिकली एक्टिव जोन्स। ओके, और जोन 5 में कौन सा एरिया आ जाता है? जोन 5 में नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न रीजन आ जाता है। ओके, सो आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर डी। लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, विच इज एक्सटेंडेड producer responsibility is often seen in the news with respect to which of the following, which is plastic waste, correct; electronic waste, correct; electrical vehicle battery waste, correct; automotive batteries, correct. So answer for this question is option number D, all of the above are correct. Okay, so and if we're talking about the extended producer responsibility, which means जो कंपनी जो भी वेस्ट को जनरेट करेगा उसी की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी रहेगी, उसको डिस्कार्ड भी करे, रिसाइकल करे, रीयूज़ करे एंड कलेक्ट करे। ओके, सो answer is option number D. Let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements with reference to alkaline soil. So first is alkaline soil have problems with the deficiency of nutrients such as zinc, copper, boron, manganese. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is, and if you're talking about the alkaline soil, ये इसका pH कितना हो जाता है? तो अगर लेस देन 7 है तो ये अल्कलाइन में आ जाएगा। ओके, सो आंसर स्टेटमेंट फर्स्ट इज करेक्ट। एल्यूमिनियम सल्फेट और अमोनियम सल्फेट फर्टिलाइजर इज यूज्ड to treat a highly alkaline soil. Yes, it's also correct. So answer for this question is option number B, option number C, 1, both 1 and 2 is the correct answer for this question. Let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statement with reference to Great Lake of North America. Okay, so first statement is the Great Lake are connected to the Atlantic Ocean through the St. Lawrence River, making them a vital route for the international shipping. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is the Superior Lake, largest of the Great Lakes, has the highest salinity among all the lake due to the size and depth. No, it's not a correct statement because it's first of all it's not the highest, it's a less salinity, and another one is which is if you're talking about the Lake Superior, despite being the largest Great Lakes, have has very low salinity. In fact, all the Great Lakes are freshwater lakes within minimal salinity levels sourced primarily from the precipitation, rivers, and groundwater. That's why it's not that much saline. Okay, and if we're talking about the lake superiors, Great Lakes of the North America, let me show in the map. सो दिस वन द लेक सुपेरियर एंड ये किसके किसके बिटवीन है, यूएसए एंड ये हो जाएगा कनाडा. ओके, सो दिस इज अ लेक सुपेरियर. देन हो जाएगा लेक मिचिगन एंड लेक हुरो एंड लेक इरी एंड लेक ओंटारियो. ओके, ये पांचों. एंड इसमें एक स्पेशल है कि ये जो लेक मिचिगन है ये टोटली लाई करता है यूएसए में, कनाडा में ये लाई नहीं करता. एंड बाकी जो और चार हैं वो बिटवीन लाई करते हैं किसके, तो कनाडा एंड यूएसए के. ओके, सो लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन विच इज next question is with reference to guidance for prevention and regulation of greenwashing and misleading environmental claims, consider the following statement. Okay, so first statement is the guidelines provide clean definition of terms related to the greenwashing. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is, as per the guidelines, companies are required to provide clean and accessible disclosure of material information of the eco-friendly products through digital media. Yes, it's also correct. Next is, these guidelines are issued under the Environment Protection Act 1986. Is it true? No, it's not a correct statement because it's issued by the Central Consumer Protection Authority, which is a Central Consumer Protection Authority under issued under the guidelines of Consumer Protection Act 2019. Consumer Protection Act 2019. Okay, so statement third is incorrect. Next is, so answer for this question is option number A, 1 and 2 is the correct answer. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following ports: Savannah, ports Santos and Decker ports. How many of the above are the part on the shore of Atlantic Ocean? Okay, so answer is option number C. All of the above are part of the Atlantic Ocean. Let me show you in the maps. This one is Port Savannah, Decker, and another one is Port Santos. Okay, so Port Santos किस में, ब्राज़ील में लाई करता है, and this one is in USA and this one is in Africa. Okay, so let's come to the next question, which is next question is, consider the following statements. Statement 1, despite the manifold increase in the migrant population across the globe, the share of the migrant children show a decline in the last 25 years. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is, the family migration policies of immigrant countries have become more restrictive during this period. Yes, it's also correct. So answer for this question is option number A. Both statement 1 and 2 are correct, and statement second is the correct explanation of the statement first. Okay, so answer is option number A. Let's come to the next question, which is, digital sequence information agreement was recently seen in the news in the context of. ये किससे रिलेटेड हो जाएगा? सो इट इज़ रिलेटेड विद द वर्ल्ड बैंक? नो. European Union? No, it's a United Nations Environment Program. Okay, so option C is the correct answer for this question. Okay, let's come to the next question. And if we're talking about the digital sequence information concluded at the UN Biodiversity Conference COP16 in Cali, Colombia, agreement is about how to start benefits from the use of genetic information sequenced from the natural world. Okay, so Answer is option number C. Let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements. First is following information. First is black cotton, red soil and alluvial soil. Okay, there is soil types and parent material and characteristic उसका कैसा है वो. So first is black soil cotton soil, which is basalt parent material. It's a correct. Next is a high water retention and rich in magnesium. Yes, it's a correct statement. Okay, correctly matched. Next is red soil crystalline igneous rock. Is it true? But it is next is this is rich in limestone. No, it's not rich in limestone, it's poor in limestone. Okay, so second statement is incorrect. Next is alluvial soil, riverine deposit. Correct, it's rich in nitrogen and potassium. No, it's also poor in nitrogen and potassium. Okay, so statement second and third is incorrect. So answer for this question is option number A. Only one is correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements with reference to drought. Okay, so first is a period below normal rainfall does not necessarily result in drought condition. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is the hydrological drought is situation when water availability is different storage and reservoir cell below the precipitation can replenish. Yes, it's also correct. So answer is option number C. Both 1 and 2 is the correct answer for this question. And if you're talking about the drought, which means when there is a shortage of water availability due to inadequate precipitation, excessive rate of evaporation, and overutilization of water from the reservoirs and other storages, including the groundwater. Okay, and if you're talking about, there is a different types of droughts also. So first is meteorological drought. Okay, which is it is a situation when there is a prolonged period of inadequate rainfall marked with distribution of the same over time and space. And another one, second one is agricultural drought, which means it is also known as soil moisture drought, characterized by low soil moisture that necessary to support the crops. Okay, and therefore resulting in crop failure. Next one is which is hydrological drought, and another one is ecological drought. Okay, third one is hydrological drought, and fourth one is ecological drought. Okay, so answer is for this question is क्या था ऑप्शन नंबर सी. बोथ आर करेक्ट. ओके, सो लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, which is consider the following pairs. Okay, there is a types of settlement and descriptions. Okay, so first is rectangular. It is the develop in the grid pattern with the street insect intersecting at right angle. Yes, it's a correctly 1 का 4 हो जाएगा. और यहाँ पे पूछा क्या है, तो यहाँ मैच करने के लिए पूछा है. सो 1 का 4. सो अगर एक आपको पता है, सो देयर इज एलिमिनेटेड. ओके, all options are eliminated, so answer is option number D. So let me correctly match. So first is, if you are talking about the rectangular, it is related to the developed in the grid like pattern with street intersecting at right angle. And next one is cross shaped, which is house arranged cross formation around intersecting roads. Okay, so this one. Next is which is circular, arranged around the central point for protection. Yes, it's related to this one. And next one is which is the drought village, which is extended on both sides of river. Okay, double village. And let me show you in the images how it looks like. So this one is the linear pattern. Okay, if you are talking about the linear pattern, this is the road, and both side of the road there is constructed houses. This is called linear pattern, and this is cross shaped Okay, see the cross section. And if we're talking about the another one, which is a star like pattern, which means there is a point and there is a branches of different ways, which is called star like patterns. And another one is T shape. This is called T shape. And another one is Y shape. अगर हम इसको बात करते हैं, this is a T shape. And next one is if we are talking about the Y shape, which is this one is a Y shape also. Okay, so next one is if we are talking about the next type, which is this is the circular. There is a circular and situation from the other sides. Okay, so and if we are talking about the another one, which is a double pattern, which means there is a this is a double pattern. Okay, let's come to the next question. So answer for this question is option number D is the correct. Let's come to the next question, which is which of the following being formed or provided under the Environment Protection Act 1986. So first is National Ganga River Basin Authority. Yes, it's correct. Next is the Central Groundwater Commission. Yes, it's also correct. Next is Coastal Regulation Zone. Is it true? Yes, it's also correct. Next is Environment Impact Assessment. Yes, this is also correct. So answer for this question is option number A. All of the above are correct. Okay, and if you're talking about the National Ganga River Basin Authority, it's a statutory body. And ये किसके अंदर है? तो EPA, विच मीन्स इन्वायरमेंट प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट 1986. ओके, और ये चेयर किसके द्वारा किया जाता है? तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर के द्वारा. एंड इसका पर्पस क्या था? सो रिड्यूस पॉल्यूशन एंड कंजर्व द गंगा रिवर. एंड ये कब इस्टेब्लिश हुआ था? 2009 में. ओके, 2009 में. नेक्स्ट वन इज विच इज सेंट्रल ग्राउंड वाटर कमीशन. ये दिस इज ऑल्सो अ स्टैट्यूटरी बॉडी एंड established in the 1997 under the EPA, which is Environment Protection Act 1986. And it issues direction, take measures and regulate groundwaters in the country. And if you're talking about the coastal regulation zone, which comes under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, which is notification in the 1991. And under the EPA, it's a statutory body also, and it's aimed to balance economic growth with the environmental conservation. Okay, and if you're talking about the environment impact assessment, it's also a statutory body under the Environment Protection Act 1986. Okay, so answer is option number D. Let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements with reference to mineral resources in Europe. Okay, so first is Kirano mine in Norway. Is it true? No, it's not a correct statement because it's located in the Sweden, not in Norway. Next is और ये किसके लिए फेमस है? सो इट इज़ अ हाई ग्रेड आयरन ओर. ओके, आयरन ओर के लिए ये फेमस है. सो नेक्स्ट इज कुजनेत्स बेसिन लोकेटेड इन रशिया. इज इट ट्रू? Yes, it's a correct statement. And if we are talking about the Kuznets Basin, it's a coal producing region in Russia. Okay, and world's largest coal mining areas, this one. Okay, so next is Lubin mine. Lubin mine is located in which country? It's in Poland. Okay, Poland. And which is famous for, why it is famous for? It is famous for the copper and silver. Okay, copper and silver mines के लिए famous है. Okay, so answer for this question is option number A. Only one is correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements. So first statement is if trade with Australia is disturbed, Indian iron and steel industry may suffer heavily. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is India imports the majority of its Iron ore demands from the Australia. Is it true? No, it's not a correct statement because the India is next exporter of iron ore, and its import from Australia may not critically hamper Indian iron and steel industry in India. Okay, so second statement is incorrect. So answer for this question is option number C. Only one is correct, but the statement second is incorrect. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following characteristic of soil. So first is permeability, color, humus formation, and chemical property. This one is not correct. How many of the above soil characteristic is primarily determined by the parent rock? So permeability, color, and chemical properties are determined by the parent rock. So answer for this question is option number C is the correct answer for this question. And if you are talking about the soil characteristics are influenced by the multiple factors such as parent rocks, climate, topography, organism, and times also. Okay, so let's come to the next question, which is which of the following bodies have been established under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972? Okay, so first statement is National Water Body, National Board of Wildlife. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct. It's under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Central Zoo Authority, National Tiger Conservation Authority, and Wildlife Crime Control Bureau. Yes, it's also. So answer for this question is option number D. All four are correct. Okay. So let's come to the next question. And if we're talking about the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, it's a there is a key provisions which is four schedules under this category, which is schedule 1, which is related to endangered species needing strict protection. And if you are talking about the schedule 2nd, which is special under lesser protection, and schedule 3rd, protected plant species, and schedule 4 talks about the specimen regulated under CITE, which is Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species. And another key provision which is prohibited of hunting protected areas, regulation of trades. Okay, and implementing agency are Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, the central authority responsibility for implementing the provisions of the act. Okay, and if you are talking about the State Forest Department, it comes under the state level. Okay, so answer is option number D. Let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements. और यहाँ पे क्या पूछा है तो correct पूछा. Okay, so first statement is एंड रिगार्डिंग तो किससे रिगार्डिंग प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना वो भी ग्रामीण. ओके, सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज बेनिफिशरीज for this scheme are selected through the social economic caste census in 2011 survey and gram sabha approvals. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is manual scavengers and legally released bonded labor are automatically included in the list beneficiaries. No. Yes, it's also correct. So next is houses under the Prime Minister Awas Yojana Gramin should include names of women members of the households in sanction detail, ownership detail. Yes, it's also correct. So answer for this question is option number C, which is all three are correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is Parivesh 2.0 portal often mentioned in the news. Which one of the following statement best describe the objective? Okay, so first statement is it is the portal that aims to bring ease of doing business in logistics sector by simplifying the logistic basic. No, it is a platform to create centralized database of unorganized workers that help in implementing the social security services. No, it's not a correct statement. Next one is it is a portal for tracking projects related to environment, forest, wildlife and coastal regulation zone clearance. Yes, it's a correct statement. So answer for this question is option number C is the correct answer. Let's come to the next question, which is National Action Plan on Climate Change. National Action Plan on Climate Change. So first is uh, consists of several national missions, each focusing on different aspect of climate change. Which of the following is not one of those missions under the National Action Plan on Climate Change? Okay, so first is इसमें क्या बोला है, कौन सा इसके अंदर नहीं आता है? सो सोलार मिशन कम्स अंडर. ओके, सो दिस वन इज नॉट करेक्ट क्योंकि ये इसके अंदर आता है. ओके, एंड अनदर वन इज नेशनल मिशन ऑन coastal management. It's not comes under this one. And national action plans on climate change के अंदर ये नहीं आता है. So answer is option number B, sorry, is the correct answer. And if you are talking national mission for sustainable agriculture, national water mission, ये सारे national action plan on climate change के अंदर आता है. Okay, so answer is option number B is the correct answer for this question. Okay, and if we are talking about the नेशनल एक्शन प्लान ऑन क्लाइमेट चेंज, ये किसके द्वारा लॉन्च किया गया था? तो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया इन कब लॉन्च किया गया था? 2008 में. ओके, एंड इसका मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या था? सो फर्स्ट इज मिटिगेशन ऑफ क्लाइमेट चेंज, which means to reduce greenhouse gas emission through the various strategies. And next one is adaptation of climate change to enhancing resilience against climate impact, especially for the vulnerable communities. And third one is sustainable development, the development path that is ecologically sustainable and equitable. Okay, and if we're talking about, there is a 8 core nations under the NAPCC, which means National Action Plan on Climate Change. इसका 8 कोर नेशनल मिशंस. ओके, ये तीनों के अलावा और कौन कौन सा है? सो फर्स्ट इज, इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट 8 कोर नेशनल मिशंस, विच इज फर्स्ट वन इज नेशनल सोलार मिशन टू have sharply increased share of solar energy in the energy mixed of the country. And another one is national mission for sustainable agriculture, and another one is national mission for enhanced energy efficiency, third one. And if you are talking about the fourth one, which is national water mission, fifth one is national mission for sustainable the Himalayan ecosystem, sixth one is national mission for green India, and seventh one is national mission for sustainable agriculture, and eighth one is national mission on strategic knowledge for climate change. Okay, so answer is option number B. Let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements. First is, there is asking about correct statements. So first is stormwater and agriculture are sources of nitrogen pollution. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is nitrogen pollution results in eutrophication and photochemical smoke. It's also correct. Combustion of fossil fuel is a major source of nitrogen dioxide pollution. Yes, it's also correct. So answer for this question is option number D. All three are correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements about the नीलकुरंजी. Okay, so नीलकुरंजी is a flower, and यहाँ पे क्या पूछा है? तो not correct statement पूछा. Okay, so first is नीलकुरंजी regarding first statement is they are flowering shrub that bloom once every 12 years. Yes, it's a correct statement. और इससे रिगार्डिंग मैंने लास्ट वीडियो में भी बताया था, जो कि लास्ट टेस्ट 19 का जो सेकेंड वीडियो था उसमें भी, क्योंकि इससे रिगार्डिंग एक क्वेश्चन उसमें भी था. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट इज these are endemic to high altitude solar grasslands. Yes, it's also correct. Next is their IUCN status is critically endangered. No, it's not critically endangered, it's vulnerable. Okay, vulnerable. So third statement is incorrect. And if we're talking about some other important facts about the नीलकुरंजी, which is नीलकुरंजी बेसिकली फाउंड इन कहाँ पे? तो वेस्टर्न घाट में ये मिलता है. maximum. And if we're talking about this one which is नील, और ये नाम किसके नाम पे पड़ा है, तो नीलगिरी जो हिल है जिसको ब्लू माउंटेन भी बोलते हैं, उसके नाम पे ब्लू माउंटेन और नीलगिरी जो नाम है ये नीलकुरिंजी के नाम से ही पड़ा है। ओके, किसका, नीलगिरी हिल का। ओके, सो आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन नंबर ए, क्योंकि यहाँ पे नॉट करेक्ट पूछा था और एंड स्टेटमेंट थर्ड इज only not correct. Okay, so answer is option number A. Let's come to the next question which is the Lipu Lake Pass is a strategic location for India, lies at the triple junction of India and which other two countries? ये किसके किसके, नेपाल, चाइना एंड इंडिया के बिटवीन होता है लिपू लेक पास तीनों। ओके, सो आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर ए। लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन विच इज नेटिव बेवरेज लाइक मोइब्रा जो बीडवी and Bodo Jo Gizi have the GI tag, geographically indication tag, recently. They are belong to which of the following states? So first is it belongs to the Assam, okay, which got GI tag recently. And if you are talking about the Bodo Jo Gao and another GI tags which got from the GI Assam, which is Bodo Jo Gwaran, Bodo Nafam, बोडो ओंडला एंड बोडो ग्वाखा एंड बोडो नारजी, ये सारे जीआई टैग्स असम को मिले हुए हैं। ओके, एंड अगर हम बात करते हैं जीआई टैग आर ऑफ्टन यूज्ड फॉर प्रोडक्ट्स लाइक, किसके किसके लिए दिया जाता है, तो एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्ट, फूड स्टफ्स, हैंडीक्राफ्ट, इंडस्ट्रीज प्रोडक्ट्स एंड spirit drinks also. Okay, and in India the geographical indication of goods registration act protection registration and protection act 1990 के थ्रू के 1999 के थ्रू ये दिया जाता है। ओके, सो एंड इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द मीब्रा जॉब बीडवी विच मीन्स, इसका मतलब क्या होता है, सो इट्स मतलब ये है क्या, इट्स अ वेलकम ड्रिंक बाय द मोस्ट ऑफ बोडो ट्राइब, किसके द्वारा, तो ये बोडो ट्राइब का मोस्ट वेलकम ड्रिंक है। ओके, एंड इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द अनदर वन इज विच इज बोडो जॉगिसी विच मीन्स it's a fermented rice based alcohol beverage. Okay, fermented rice based alcohol beverage. Okay, so answer is option number D. Let's come to the next question which is consider the following statements about the dead zone. Okay, so first is dead zone is an area of low oxygen that can kill fish and other marine life. Yes, it's a correct statement. नेक्स्ट is और वो मर के जाते हैं क्योंकि ऑक्सीजन की कमी होती है वहाँ पे, ठीक है। सो नेक्स्ट इज दीज जोन्स कैन फाउंड इन लार्ज वाटर बॉडीज लाइक ओशन बट नॉट इन रिवर and lakes. Is it true? No, it's not a correct statement because it's the large, ये rivers and lakes में भी पाया जाता है। ओके, so option number B, sorry, option number 2 is the incorrect. And if we are talking about the causes of the dead zone, it is नेचुरल काउजेस की अगर हम बात करते हैं, स्ट्राटिफिकेशन इन द वाटर कॉल्यूम रिस्ट्रिक्ट द सप्लाई ऑफ ऑक्सीजन फ्रॉम द surface water to the bottom water. Okay, hence benthic zone might be hypoxy and may be dead. And if we're talking about Black Sea is the largest dead zone that occur naturally. Okay, and if you're talking about a dead zones naturally, सबसे बड़ा कौन सा हो जाएगा, तो ब्लैक सी हो जाएगा। ओके, एंड इफ आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द एंथ्रोपोजेनिक, इट इज़ ड्यू टू मल्टीपल फैक्टर्स लाइक यूट्रोफिकेशन, पॉल्यूशन, थर्मल पॉल्यूशन, क्लाइमेट चेंज एंड ग्लोबल वार्मिंग एंड ह्यूमन आर काउजिंग डेड जोन्स अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड टू इंक्रीज। ओके, एंड इफ आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द वर्ल्ड्स लार्जेस्ट डेड जोन इन द इज द अरेबियन सी, वर्ल्ड्स लार्जेस्ट डेड जोन कौन सा हो जाएगा, तो अरेबियन सी हो जाएगा। ओके, so answer is option number A. Only one is correct. Okay, let's come to the next question which is consider the following hills. There is Baba Budan Hills Nalamalai Hills, Anamalai Hills, and Severo Hills. How many of the above hills are part of the Western Ghat? इसमें से कौन कौन सा वेस्टर्न घाट का पार्ट है? ओके, सो फर्स्ट इज विच इज़ बाबा बुदन हिल्स। ये कहाँ पे लाई करता है? तो ये कर्नाटका में लाई करता है। और कर्नाटका किस साइड में है? सो इट्स अ वेस्टर्न पार्ट का है। नेक्स्ट इज नलामलाई विच इज़ लाई इन द तेलंगाना तेलंगाना एंड आंध्र प्रदेश। ओके, सो ये किस में हो जाएगा? तो ये ईस्टर्न घाट में हो जाएगा। ओके, सो सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट। नेक्स्ट इज अनायमलाई हिल्स। ये कहाँ पे लाई करता है? सो इट इज comes under the Kerala. Okay, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So Anamalai is the part of Western Ghat, and if you are talking about the Sevroy Hills, it's part of the Eastern Ghat because it's lie under the Tamil Nadu. Okay, so answer for this question is option number B. Only 2 is correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements regarding the laterite soil. Okay, so first is it is formed in the region of high temperature and heavy rainfall. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. And laterite soil is suitable for the tea, coffee, and cashew nuts cultivation. And next one is it is rich in iron oxide and aluminum compounds. Yes, it's also correct. So answer is option number C. Both 1 and 2 is the correct answer for this question. Next question is it is it is the largest among the great apes. It majorly have two species distributed across the eastern and western Africa. These are vegetarians and knuckle walkers. The unique feature about them is the fact that they are approximately 98.3% of DNA with the humans. Okay, सो फर्स्ट स्टेट, तो इसमें से कौन सा बेस्ट डिस्क्राइब द पैसेज ऑफ द अबव, कौन सा ऑर्गेनिज्म से रिलेटेड है? सो इट्स अ गोरिल्ला। ओके, ऑप्शन नंबर बी इज द करेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन। ओके, लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन विच इज consider the following statements, which is there is asking about correct statement, and first statement is globally systematically important financial institutions are identified by the World Bank, where domestic systematically important bank are identified by the Reserve Bank of India. Is it true? No, it's not a correct statement because it's not done by the World Bank. If we're talking about this one, which is the Financial Stability Board, in consultation with the Basel Committee on Banking Supervising the and National Authority, has identified global systematically important banks since 2011. Okay, सो एंड अभी 2024 तक कितना लिस्टेड है इसके अंदर? सो 29 बैंक्स। सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट। नेक्स्ट इज द स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया इज नॉट अंडर द लिस्ट ऑफ ग्लोबल सिस्टमैटिकली इम्पॉर्टेंट बैंक बट आइडेंटिफाइड एज डोमेस्टिक सिस्टमैटिकली इम्पॉर्टेंट बैंक। ओके, सो आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन नंबर बी इज द करेक्ट आंसर। ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज consider the following pairs, which is asking about correctly match, and first is tiger reserve, region and state. So first statement is Ratan Ratpani, which is Vindhyan Hills and Madhya Pradesh. Yes, it's a correctly match statements. And next one is Bandhavgarh, which is in Ajanta Hill. No, it's in Vindhyan Hills. Okay, and if you're talking about the state, which is in lying in Madhya Pradesh, not in Maharashtra, so second statement is incorrect. Next is Kaimur not in the part of Chota Nagpur, it's a Kaimur range. Okay, Kaimur range का part है, which is located in the Bihar. Okay, so statement third is also incorrect. So answer for this question is option number A. Only one is correctly matched. Next is which among the following serves as a bioindicator for pollution? Mites, fungi, fern, greco, lichens. So all of the above are correctly below, which is indicator of the indicator for the pollution. Okay, so let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements about the International Energy Efficiency Hub. Okay, International Energy Efficiency Hub. First statement is it was established in 2020 as a successor of the International Partnership for the Energy Efficiency. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is the Bureau of Energy Efficiency has been designed as the implementing agency for India in the hubs. Yes, it's a correct statement. So answer is option number C. Both 1 and 2 is the correct answer for this question. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following animals. How many above are the mammals? Okay, so whale are the mammals, shark is the fish. Next one is dolphin is a mammal, small clubbed otter, honey badger, and red panda. All of the above. All five are the mammals except shark. Shark is a fish. Okay, and if let me add some one more name, which is porpoises. Okay, porpoises also is a mammals. Okay, so answer for this question is option number C. Let's come to the next question, which is last question of the day. And if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, guys. It's make me more like what, इससे मुझे और ज़्यादा प्रोत्साहन मिलता है एंड मुझे इनकरेज करता है कि हाँ, मुझे टाइमली वीडियो लाना चाहिए एंड अच्छे से और मेहनत करके लाना चाहिए, ताकि क्योंकि इतना लोग मुझे सुनना चाह रहे हैं, लाइक मेरे से पढ़ रहे हैं, तो सो प्लीज़ लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब टू माई चैनल, ताकि और मुझे मोटिवेशन मिले. Okay, so last question, which is which of the following statements best describe the biodiversity credit which was recently seen in the news? So first statement is financial instrument that allows companies to offset their carbon notes. Not a correct statement, which is represents the measurable and variable unit of positive biodiversity outcome generated through conservation and restoration activities. Yes, option number B is the correct answer for this question. Okay, thank you so much guys. आज के लिए इतना ही. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel.